I went to Pearl High in 1935. You know, and I walked from. I'm certain now that I walked from my home in Southeast Nashville on the corner of Wharf Avenue and Merle Street to Pearl High School at 17th Avenue and Joe Johnson in North Nashville. We had to walk. We walked that was the only high school in Nashville, Davidson County, in Nashville, for black students, for Negro students. They had another high school in Davidson County for Negro students called Haynes High School. You lived outside of Nashville, that's why you went to high school for Davidson County residents. You lived in Nashville, all Negro students went to Pearl High School. We walked past 3 white schools, high schools for white kids to get to Pearl High School. We walked to Pearl High School in the spring, in the fall, and in the winter. And winters then are much rougher than they are now, in my opinion, you know. I guess that's because most of the time I was walking, I had holes in my shoes.
Oh, man.
The cardboard would wear out early when I walked, if the rain was coming down hard, or if the snow was on the ground, the ice was on the ground. But we walked anyway.
How far was this walk?
Oh, boy. From where I lived, I guess it was about, what, 8 or 9 miles. 8 or 9 miles. That's a rough estimate.
And you walked past?
Yes, all the Negro students in Davidson County, North Nashville, East Nashville, South Nashville, Southeast Nashville, went to Pearl High School. That's what I'm telling you. If you didn't have car fare, which is a nickel or a dime, you had to walk. And I never had the car fare. So I walked. I don't know what year it was, what 2 years I dropped out of high school. But I did drop out, I think, 2 years. Meanwhile, my brother Ross was graduating from high school. Was attending, going to Fisk, you know. Graduated from Fisk in '38. And I decided no sense of me being like this, you know. Staying at home, not getting a high school education. And Ross doing all this for himself, you know. Going to Fisk. So I got myself up, went back to high school. I was a little older then for a high school student. But I finished Pearl High in 1940. Time was hard then. I mean, I'll tell you, for example, now, as I played football, you know, when I left home in the morning, there was no breakfast, okay? I walked to high school, Pearl High School, across Nashville, you know? In the lunchtime, in the school, they had the lunchroom, but I had the money for the lunch, so no lunch. There, in the evening, after school, I went to walk from 16th Avenue over to 17th Avenue to the football field. And I had to practice football. I practiced football, you know. That one thing that saved me, the coach of the football team, named Harry Harrison, was a teacher of industrial arts. And you had to take industrial arts. So I was taking industrial arts and playing football. I was Harry Harrison's center. And a teacher named Mrs. Williams, I can't think of the name of Mrs. Williams, for some reason, I don't know, she brought Harry Harrison lunch every day. Harry Harrison lived in Southeast Nashville. He caught the bus sometime right in front of my house coming to Pearl High School. And he knew me. And he wanted me to play center for him. So he said, oh, Churchwell, go downstairs in my office and look into my desk drawer and get the lunch. So I had lunch sometimes like that, you know. Meanwhile, practicing football, they had a bakery on the corner of 16th Avenue and Joe Johnson. The building's still there, but it's not a bakery now. And the aroma from the bread, the cakes, baking in the bakery, will always come over there while I'm playing football, man. You know, here I am about starved. But I played football. I scrimmaged, you know. And when I finished scrimmage, I had to walk back, all sweaty, over to the 16th Avenue High School and change clothes. We had no showers. Just change clothes. Put on what I had and do what? Walk back home. Now, by the time I get home, my brother and my sister had eaten up everything was there. If anything was there, most of it wasn't anything there. So yeah, I'm a football player. This is an example of what kind of life we had that I had in my youth as a high school football player. You asked what that was. Clothes. I just wore, I don't know how I got clothes. I just wore what I could get my hands on, I guess, what they gave me. It was rough living.